Hi all, in this video I will show you how to create Slack credentials in n8n. The prerequisite is that you already have a Slack account. I am going to use desktop version of Slack so that I can show the exact steps to you. You can easily adapt this to the mobile version. If you want to use Slack desktop app for any reason, I will show you how to download it. Go to Google browser, type in Slack desktop in the Google search bar and hit enter. Then choose the link either for Windows or for Mac depending on your computer. Here I am choosing the Windows version as I have a Windows laptop. Then click on this download.exe and wait for the download to finish. Once the download finishes, double click on this Slack setup.exe file. Follow the instructions to install Slack on your laptop. Once the installation finishes, connect your Slack account. Let me first sign into Slack here. We want to create a new Slack workspace that we will be using for this tutorial. Click on this sign into a new workspace. Here you can sign into the Slack account in different ways. I'm going to use my Google Gmail account. Here it is asking choose the workspaces you would like to add to your desktop app. We will create a new workspace. Click on this create another workspace. Then click create a workspace button. Let us click this open Slack to launch the desktop app. We need to provide a name for our workspace here. Let us call it as Slack test workspace. Then click the next button. You will need to enter your name here. I entered my name. You can also upload a photo here if you want to. Click next here. It is asking if you want to invite anyone else into this workspace. I'm not going to invite anyone else here. So click on this skip this step button. Again click on this skip step button. We can enter any name for the project here. I just entered n8n demo. Then click the next button here. Our workspace is almost ready to go. Scroll down and click on this start with limited free version button. Our workspace is created now. We are inside that workspace. We want to add an app now. For that, click on this add apps button. Then click on this Slack marketplace button here. Make sure you are in the correct workspace. Here we can see we are in the Slack test workspace. Then click on this build option here. It will take you to the Slack API web page. Alternatively, you can also type in Slack API in the Google search bar and hit enter and then select this Slack API link. Now you are at the same page that we were previously on. Once you are on the Slack API page, click on this your apps button. Then click on this create new app button. We will use the last option, that is build from scratch. Select that option. We need to give a name for our app. I'm going to call it Slack test. You can also change this app name later on if you want to. We're going to assign this app to a specific workspace. Click on this drop down box and then select this Slack test workspace. Finally, click on this create app button. You will see this basic information page pop up. It is going to have the app credentials information. Click on this X to close this. Again click on this X to close this. Let us now switch to our n8n instance. I have provided the n8n workflow template that you are seeing here in the video description. Let me show you how to import this template. Click on this plus button here. Then click on this workflow option here. Then click on this three dots and then select import from file option. Then navigate to the directory where you have downloaded the template file. Select the template file and then click on open button here. You can see the workflow has been imported. First we have this Slack trigger node. The Slack trigger node in n8n workflow listens for incoming events from Slack so that our automation can start whenever something specific happens in Slack. For example, receiving a Slack message. Double click on this trigger node to configure it. In the credential to connect with field, click on this drop down box and choose create new credential option. Here we need to provide Slack access token. You can also click on this open docs link to look at the n8n documentation on configuration. We have two supported authentication methods. One is API access token and the other one is OAuth 2. As the documentation says here, the Slack trigger node needs to be configured with API access token. Let us scroll down few lines and here it shows the steps to get the access token. We have already completed up to step number 5. We need to continue from the step number 6 here. So let us switch back to Slack app that we created. Select OAuth and permissions under features section. Let me click on that. Scroll down to bot token scopes under the scopes section. Then click on this add an OAuth scope button. Now we are going to add few scopes here, which are app mention read. We'll also add channels read, then channels join, chat write, and groups read. You can add more if you want to based on your requirement. After adding these scopes, scroll up few lines up to the OAuth tokens section and click on this install to Slack test workspace button. Now our app is requesting permission to access the workspace. Click the allow button here. It has now generated an OAuth token in the field bot user OAuth token that we need to copy and paste in the n8n node. Click on this copy button to copy the OAuth token. Let us switch back to n8n workflow and paste the access token in this field here. Finally, click on this save button. We can see this green box saying the connection is tested successfully. Now we can close this by clicking this X here. In this trigger on field, we will specify what action is going to trigger this workflow. Here we have selected new message posted to channel. You can click this drop down box and also add other options depending on your requirement. I can click on this bot or app mention to add that. You can also toggle this button if you want to watch the whole workspace instead of a specific channel. In the channel to watch, we will specify which channel to watch by clicking this drop down box. Let us select n8n demo channel. We're not going to use any options here. Finally, we can see it is displaying set up a webhook in your Slack app to enable this node. Expand this webhook URLs field and make sure it has a valid address with a domain and not pointing to localhost. It will not work if it is pointing to a local host. Click in this field to copy the entire webhook URL. Now let us switch back to our Slack app configuration page. Now click on this event subscriptions option here. Toggle this button to on position to enable the events. Now paste the webhook URL in this field. Here Slack is asking us to verify the URL. To do that, go back to the n8n workflow here and click on this test step button. You can see now it is listening for the test event. Switch to the Slack app configuration page. Then click on this retry button. Now this webhook URL has been successfully verified. You can see this green verified word with a check mark here. Now click on this add bot user events. Add bot user event as per your requirement. Let me click this button. I'm selecting app mention event. I'm also selecting this message channels event. Now click on this save changes to save your changes. Here it is displaying a message. You have changed the permission scopes your app uses. Please reinstall your app for these changes to take effect. To do that, click on this OAuth permissions. Then click on this reinstall to Slack test workspace. Again, our app is requesting permission to access the workspace. Click on this allow button. Let us switch back to n8n workflow. Now we have finished the Slack trigger node configuration. Click on this back to canvas button. Next we have this AI agent node. The AI agent node in n8n is a powerful tool that allows you to integrate large language models and build sophisticated conversational AI workflows directly within your n8n automations. It acts as a bridge between your n8n workflow and the LLM. In this workflow, we will use it to respond to our Slack messages like a chatbot. Let us open the AI agent node to look at its configuration. Click on this chat model to open it up. Here in Credential to connect with, you will enter your OpenAI credentials. If you did not already create the credential, you can refer to the video link in the description. Here I have entered my OpenAI credentials. In the model field, we have selected GPT-4o mini model. This model is least expensive with good performance. There is no other configuration involved with the AI agent. Click on this back to canvas button. Next we have this Slack post message node. The post message node is used to send messages to Slack channels. Double click on the node to open the configuration page. In the credential to connect with field, click on this drop down box and then select the option create new credential. Click on this open docs link to see the n8n documentation. As we are using the Slack node here, n8n documentation recommends we use OAuth 2 authentication method instead of the API access token method, which we generated earlier for use with the Slack trigger node. We can scroll down here and refer to the n8n steps on how to use OAuth 2 authentication method. Let us switch back to n8n workflow. You can also change the name of the connection here by clicking on this pencil icon. Change it to any name you want and hit enter. Now select this OAuth 2 option. We'll need to enter the client ID and client secret values from our Slack application in these fields. Go to Slack app configuration page here, then click on this basic information option. Copy the client ID here, switch to n8n workflow and paste it here. Then again switch back to Slack app configuration. Click on this show button to see the client secret value. Copy this client secret value, switch to n8n workflow and paste the client secret value here. Then switch to Slack app configuration page. Select auth and permissions under features section. Scroll down few lines till you see redirect URLs section. Select add new redirect URL here. Now switch to n8n workflow page. Copy this auth redirect URL field value here. You can just click to copy it. Now switch back to Slack configuration page and paste the value here. Select add button here and select save URLs button here. We already added bot token scopes earlier, so the scopes are already present. Now scroll up to auth tokens section and select reinstall to Slack test workspace option here. Now our Slack app is asking permission to access the workspace. Select allow on this screen. Now let us switch back to n8n workflow here. Scroll down and then click on this connect my account button here. It says credential successfully created. Again you will see this screen where our Slack app is asking permission to access Slack workspace. Scroll down here and select allow button here. You will see this connection successful message. We can close this window now by clicking X here. You can click on this close button. In the resource field we have message option selected, and in the operation field we have send option selected. That means we are sending a message. In the send message to field we have channel option selected. That means we are sending a message to the channel. In the channel field we need to select which channel we are going to use. Click on this drop down box and then select the n8n demo channel. In the message type we have simple text message option selected. Now you can click on this back to canvas button to go back to canvas. Click on the save button to save your changes. Next we need to invite the Slack app we created to our channel, so it has permission to see and interact with messages in that specific channel. Slack apps don't automatically get access to all your channels. For privacy and security reasons, we must explicitly add them. Now let us go to the Slack desktop app here. Click on this home option. We are in this n8n demo channel. Here we are going to invite the Slack test app that you see here. To do that, type in /invite at and then your Slack app name, which is Slack test in our case, and hit enter here. We get a message that this app is added to this channel. Let us now fire the Slack trigger to listen to any message posted in our channel. Switch to n8n workflow. Double click the Slack trigger node to open it up. Click on this test step button on the left side. It will say Slack is listening for a test event. Now let us go back to our Slack desktop app. Here we are in the n8n demo channel. I'm just typing in hi here and hit enter. Now we can switch to n8n workflow. We can see here the trigger fired and generated this output. You can see this is the text message we typed into the channel. So we can confirm Slack trigger part is working as expected. Click on this back to canvas button now. Now we want this message to be passed to our AI agent so that it can respond back to that message. Double click on the AI agent node to open the configuration. In the source for prompt field we have selected define below, and here we are going to specify what input it is going to receive. We want this to refer to the data coming from the previous Slack trigger node. Scroll down. Here is the value that we typed in. Clear any existing values from this field first and then drag this field and drop it into this field. Now AI agent can read the incoming message from this field. We can click this test step button to see the response from AI agent. The node executed successfully and generated the output. Hello, how can I assist you today? This is generated by the AI agent. So far it is working as expected. Click on this back to canvas button to go back to the canvas. The last step remaining is to configure the Slack message node to respond with the message input it receives from our AI agent. Double click on this Slack message node to open the configuration. Here in the message text field, make sure it is mapped to the output from the AI agent node. Let us click on this test step button here. We can see the node executed successfully. Now we should be able to see the AI response in our Slack channel. Let us go back to the Slack channel by clicking on the desktop app, and here you can see hello, how can I assist you today message that we received from the AI agent, which is passed to our channel. The Slack message node also seems to be working fine. Let us switch back to n8n workflow. Click on this back to canvas button. Click on this save button to save your changes. Now your workflow is saved. Now we can do a full end-to-end test of this workflow. Click on this test workflow button here. You can see the trigger is waiting for an event from Slack. Let us go back to our Slack channel and let me type in a message saying what are the best coffee shops in Houston and hit enter here. The workflow has been executed successfully and we have received this response from Slack. Here it is giving the best coffee shops in Houston. Let us switch back to n8n workflow. Everything is working as expected. Finally, one thing to remember is that if you activate your workflow by toggling this to on position, the Slack trigger node will switch to use production URL. I will show that to you by opening the Slack trigger configuration. Expand this webhook URL here. You see we have test URL and production URL options here. Once you activate your workflow, you need to click on this production URL, then copy this production URL, switch back to Slack app configuration page, go to event subscriptions option here, update this field by pasting the production URL here, then click on this change button, and finally click on this save changes button to make your changes permanent. If you need help building automated lead generations, setting up cold email machines for your marketing campaigns, please reach out to me. If you found this video useful, please like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me know in the comment section if there is any specific topic you want to be covered. Bye until next video.